Hello, and welcome back to The Witness. Uh, okay, so I'm gonna start just by being honest here. I haven't been enjoying this game. For the past 3 episodes now. I really enjoyed the first 2 episodes, but the last 3 episodes, it's been a lot of kind of just running around trying to notice things. It's not even really been solving puzzles. It's just been like these mazes, for example. There were three of them that I attempted in the previous episode. And this first one, I just had to trace the same path that I took. The second one, it was about avoiding the grass, finding a path through with it that didn't involve crossing the grass. And then this third one I spent quite a bit of time on without having any idea what the gimmick was. The thing is, the first two had completely different gimmicks. So I don't have anything to draw upon for this third one, so I'm kind of just reduced to guessing or wandering around randomly until I notice something. Which is not a great feeling. But even even beyond that, like obviously it's frustrating when you run into a situation where you're not able to make progress. But even in the previous section where I had the lumberyard, we're leaving this area, by the way. I've decided I'm going to go somewhere else for now. But even in the previous section with the lumberyard, I pretty much saw what I had to do right from the beginning. And I started doing it. And it wasn't really an enjoyable progress, even though I made constant progress and got through the whole thing and set off a laser really quickly. I still didn't enjoy that process, aside from that one little thing with the door, which was really cool. That was like kind of the highlight of the episode. And then obviously the sun reflection puzzles from the 2 previous parts were just kind of miserable to get through. So I'm gonna go do something else for a bit and hope that I find something that I enjoy working on more. And if I don't, I'm probably just dropping the game. I am, of course, I guess at that point, I mean, I'm up to people just telling me like, where is the good stuff? You can send me there, and I'll try to do it. But if I was playing this by myself and not as a video series, I would have dropped it by now, or I would have started just looking up solutions to things in order to skip through the stuff I haven't been enjoying. That's kind of where I'm at right now with this. I really want to like this game. I liked what I initially saw of it with the first 2 episodes even. But lately it's just not been a good time. Okay, did I see this before? I don't think I ever... Yeah, I did try this. The thing is, I don't know what the square has to do with anything. It seemed to accept that. Like, it's not flashing, but it's also not correct. And I know I tried this sort of thing before, where I'm creating a similar shape around it, and that doesn't seem to do anything. So again, I just don't have information. I can't solve this. I can't solve it. But that's a number of things in sequence, which suggests to me that this is a tutorial section. So I'm supposed to infer what the solution is from that board, or be able to solve something from that board, and know where know what I'm supposed to do with that later. Which again, not fun. Alright, so we're back here. This is a different way here. Let's go somewhere else. I want to just take another look at this because looking back in the recording, I thought I actually knew what the solution is, although since somebody has told me that I don't actually understand the rule for these. Yeah, because if I'm trying to go in between every set of white and black, then here I'm having to do something else. So yeah, I don't have... a way of doing this. Okay, so there's obviously something I'm supposed to be able to do. So going in between... Interesting. I wasn't expecting that to work. So what does that tell me? Going through pairs of blacks was okay. So maybe... What rule can I infer from this? Every pair of white and black was covered. This, I don't know if this was important, but then this was... Oh. If I... Yeah, okay. So it accepts that solution as well. So with these middle four, I am... Every dot does have something beside it. I don't know if that's necessary. Again, I'll have to go back and look at that. I did say I was going to do that. And then we got these, which it's not telling me. I thought I had one of these once where it was... Yeah, I have no idea how that's supposed to work. But I had one of those where the numbers were, or the dots were flashing at me, and I gave an incorrect solution, which is, at the very least, some amount of feedback. I think it was up here. Yes, it was this thing. Yeah, it's telling me... This one actually gives me feedback. If I do this, it says this is fine. If I do this, these are both fine. Assuming. Maybe my assumption about what that feedback was is wrong. Okay, we're done with this section. Maybe. Well, there is a door at the base there, actually, which I don't know how to open. If we go this way, I solved a bunch of stuff, sent off a laser. This was a lot of puzzles for this one laser here. There's this up here, which I solved. Got access to this, and then I never did anything with it. Presumably there is some puzzle purpose to this area. It's a hint for something. It's not just exploration, I would assume. A laser here. Going in a different direction than what I was expecting. Alright, well, we're back at the beginning. And we went the wrong way out of the beginning. Back at the beginning. So the only real rule that I inferred from this was that you have to go in between every set of white and black. Okay, this one I don't think I actually have a choice, because... Yeah, see, this actually gives feedback. Okay, that's interesting. So... How is that not satisfied? Alright, so what I can infer from that is that the white dots and the black dots have different rules. The white dot seems to have the rule where every time it's adjacent to a black dot I need to go through it. But the black dots have something else, like that's satisfied here? But sometimes this wasn't satisfied? what is going on with this one? You know, that one's not satisfied. Hmm. Trying to think, what rule can I derive from this? Having two sides seems to be okay. Having two opposite sides, but not the other two opposite sides doesn't. But then having three is fine. Hmm. I don't know, that's a really weird rule, if that is, in fact. Not too far, haven't I? I always miss this path. If I do this, yeah, I'm no longer getting feedback, so this isn't a tutorial. So if I do what I've been doing usually here, then the reason this doesn't work is because I'm violating the rule on this one here. So if I just do the same thing, but that, I don't know if there's an additional rule that I need to be paying attention to in terms of, well, in terms of any of this. Yeah, we're not messing around with this again. So is there even anywhere else I can go? I think this just leads to this area, which I cleared out early on. I don't think there was anything else down there. Okay, I don't think I've been in here. Oh boy, another one of these. So I don't know what the rules are for black and white dots. And I don't know what the rules are for those either, so yeah, there's no... not messing around with this. Because I would just be guessing. Um, Maybe I can do something with that later. This is kind of what I mean, though. This is what this experience of this game is now. You're just wandering around randomly and hoping to notice something that you can work on. The puzzles I have access to, I don't know the rules for. There's one maze where I just don't know what the hint is that I'm supposed to be working with. I mean, there's a limited number of things here. I could just start guessing. But anytime I'm taking that approach to something in what's supposed to be a puzzle game, oh, maybe this is a rotator. Yeah, okay. Knowledge from the sun area came in handy here. So I need to... Oh, I probably need to... get that. Which, this was the laser from the sun area, which was going off in the wrong direction. Of course it was. So I have to reflect it. Maybe one more. Okay, I'm going to assume that that was correct. Okay, we solved another thing. I think part of the issue with this game as well is it might just be a really bad Let's Play kind of experience. This might be something that would be way more fun if you're just doing it on your own. Alright, so this was part of a sequence where it felt like a gauntlet of tutorials. So this then is the replay of the lumberyard. Interestingly, there are I'll change this now. Are there 3 different solutions to this puzzle? There are 3 different starting spots. I don't see how I would solve it from the other 2 starting spots. I don't see where else I would go from that one starting spot. So I was looking to see if there was a way to rotate this. It could just be a symmetry thing, so if I follow this one, I follow the same path I did. the total guess and it didn't work. Let's just do this first to make sure I had the right path. I wanted that kind of a shape. If that one works. I don't think that's the path I followed at all. Oh, it's not working. Alright, so I wonder if there's a way to adjust the angle or height of this thing in order to get different shadows on it. Can we go on the roof? Ah. Of course, you couldn't let me just see the whole thing at once, huh? Okay, so we go down the right side. Down the right side like that? Is that... not quite that high, okay. Do that. Alright, so that's tutorial second section. And this is based off of things that we have done in other parts of the game. So as I expected, this is continuing the puzzle review gauntlet. So there's probably a third type of puzzle I haven't discovered yet, but I feel like because the one puzzle where you're avoiding the shadows, maybe there's another one where you do it the other way. Let's take a look at this again. So I want to start here and I want to end here. But the area where we had the shadows, there's avoiding the shadows, but there's also going through the shadows. But I don't see a way from here to go through the shadows. So it's going to be something else. Means it's either a puzzle type I haven't done yet, or it's there's a hint somewhere in the environment that'll give me the solution. In either case, there's not really any point in trying to do it right now. So the reason why I left this town is that I felt like the stuff that I was doing here was intended to be late game. But here I'm not getting any feedback whether I'm right or wrong. I still have no idea how those work. Well, here's a new area. Okay, so we can go in from the back. Oh. Wasn't expecting that. Looked like a spot to do something. Where would I want to go, though? Do I want... Is it going to be one of these? Yeah. Where you have to be standing in the right angle in order to go places. Okay. Can I... If I go closer, maybe I can connect that. Not quite connected. Trying to get down to the bottom left. Is there an indication on the ground as to where I might want to stand? That might work. Oh, camera moved. Weird. I don't even know if I want to get here. Well, that's a thing. Again, I could mess around with it, but I don't have any real idea whether or not that's something I can do right now, or what I'm trying to do exactly. I don't particularly feel like messing around with camera angles, because I don't find that to be fun. So, yeah. Not really interested in pursuing that. Interesting. Don't know if it means anything, but here. Okay, I have a boat. Did I just unlock fast travel? Hmm. That's a suspicious green line. Oh, here's an icon that I wasn't able to do anything with before. Kind of assuming that's where I already am. Is this a speed? Hmm. So there might be something where I need to stop at a certain angle. If I'm still moving, I can... Interesting. Okay. I can call the boat back here. Well, that's one way to get to a new area. I do notice the 3 panels here and there. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing here. So, this is the kind of thing I've been trying with the other stuff, and it just seems to sort of work now. I don't know what the deal is with this, because I can't get it isolated, what I'm trying to do. If I do that, does it still work on the bottom? Yes. No. No. Okay, so what do we do about that? Thing is, I'm never going to be able to get it isolated like this. So what's the rule for that one? Is there anything else I can try? It's clearly not actually 1. Because if it was... Yeah, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what to make of that. They're gonna stop rotating. Oh, it's just gonna keep going, but I can step on it. Huh. Okay, well, let's not mess with that, because I don't know what any of that means. Wrong side. Okay, well, doesn't seem to be anything I can do here. Is that noise the boat decelerating? Another new area. Okay, that's new. Play around with this a little bit. I mean, I guess those are the iterations we can do. Any rules I can derive from that? Don't go in between them, I guess. Oh, easy to not go between them. Sure. No idea what I'm doing. How that worked. So touch one but not the other, kind of. I have no idea what I'm doing here. I'm just doing inputs and it's sometimes accepting it. Like, I have a vague sense of, you know, trying to get two on one side. Here I don't have a choice. Maybe it's something to do with symmetry. I have no idea. Isn't a good sign because I'm just solving. Okay, I just tried something random and it worked. Means I'm not learning anything from this. Yeah, I have no idea. Oh, looks like I'm on like the last one here. No. I mean, it should be pretty obvious, I guess, if you've somehow watched through me just complaining for the last hour, but I have not enjoyed this episode either, and I think I'm just going to drop the game, because this just is not fun. I do not know what to be working on, and it seems like everything is just explore until you find something randomly, or do things via trial and error. And, yeah, it's just not an enjoyable process. So, I pretty sure, I mean, if people have things, suggestions in the comments for ways that this game could be made more fun, then I can try that. But I'm at this point, I think I just want to play something else. So that's what I'm going to do. I will see you then.